So, it's 6 p.m. You just closed your last Jira ticket. You're mentally fried. And then Twitter hits you with real devs, code after work. If you're not grinding on side projects, you're falling behind. And you start wondering, is coding outside of work really necessary if I want to grow in my career? Or is that just another hustle culture myth? Today we're breaking it down, where this pressure comes from, what actually matters in real growth, and how to avoid burnout while still leveling up. Welcome to Be Ploy. There's a reason so many developers feel this constant, low-key anxiety about not doing enough. The tech industry celebrates the grind. You see it everywhere. I got hired at Google because of my side project. I taught myself React after hours and doubled my income in a year. I built a SaaS app on nights and weekends and now it pays my rent. And hey, those stories are real. Side projects can change lives. They can build portfolios, sharpen skills, and open doors that resumes can't. But here's what you don't hear. The hundreds of devs who tried to juggle 3 frameworks after work and just burned out. The ones who never launched anything because their day job already consumed all their mental bandwidth. The guilt spiral of opening your laptop at 9 p.m. because you feel behind again. We glorify the hustle but rarely talk about the cost. We celebrate the highlight reel and ignore the people quietly struggling in the background. And over time, it starts to feel like coding outside of work isn't optional. It's expected. Like if you're not grinding every night, you're falling behind. But that leads to the real question, not just should you code after work, but rather do you actually need to in order to grow in your career? Or is that just a narrative we've accepted without questioning? Let's get one thing straight. Career growth is not about who writes the most lines of code or who spends the most weekends pushing to GitHub. That's not how you level up in the real world. Career growth is about building real-world impact. It's about solving problems that actually matter to your users or business. Communicating clearly with teammates and stakeholders, understanding trade-offs, when to ship fast, when to refactor, when to say no. Writing code that isn't just clever but reliable, maintainable, and in production. Can you learn those things by coding on nights and weekends? Sure, especially if you're building something meaningful that stretches you. But here's the part nobody tells you. You can grow massively by just being intentional during your 9 to 5. Things like asking smart questions during sprint planning instead of just nodding along. Volunteering to debug that nasty production issue no one else wants to touch. Pair programming with a senior and actually absorbing their thought process. Taking ownership of one small part of the system and going deep. These actions don't require late nights or sacrificing your weekends. They require curiosity, initiative, and presence. That's real growth. That's what leads to promotions, respect from your peers, and confidence in your skills. Not just grinding through yet another tutorial after dinner. The real issue with glorifying after-hours coding is that it leads straight to burnout. You're not a robot. If you work 8 hours, commute, take care of family, and then try to learn Web3 until 2 a.m., something's gonna break. And when it does, your growth stalls. You stop learning, you stop caring. What started as passion turns into resentment. The healthiest developers I know are not the ones who code 24/7. They're the ones who rest, set boundaries, and grow sustainably. They don't chase every trend. They pick what matters, go deep, and stay sane. Now, don't get me wrong. Coding outside of work can absolutely be a game changer, but only if you do it with intention. If you're learning a new stack to switch jobs, building a personal project you're passionate about, or creating a portfolio to break into the field, go for it. That's strategic. That's you taking control of your career, not just chasing validation. But here's the catch. A lot of people code after work not because they want to, but because they feel like they have to. Before you dive into yet another online course or boot up your 5th side project, ask yourself honestly, am I doing this out of curiosity or out of fear? Am I genuinely interested in this tech, or am I just reacting to what I saw on LinkedIn? Is this helping me grow toward my own goals, or am I trying to keep up with people I don't even know? If it feels like exploration, like play, awesome. That's how many devs discover their passion and level up naturally. But if it feels like pressure, guilt, or survival, that's a red flag. Because when coding becomes a form of anxiety instead of creativity, you stop learning and start burning out. You don't need to code every night to be a good developer. You need to be thoughtful about why you're coding and make sure it's serving you, not just your fear of falling behind. So, is coding outside of work essential for career growth? No. Helpful? Yes, but only when it aligns with your goals, your energy, and your life situation. Real growth comes from intention, not hours logged. You can grow by coding after work. You can also grow by being fully present during your work hours and giving yourself space to rest. Either path is valid. The key is to stop comparing yourself to the Twitter hustle gods and build a career you can sustain. What about you? Do you code after work? Has it helped or burned you out? Drop your experience in the comments. I want to hear real stories. And if this video helped take some pressure off your shoulders, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
System check. Thanks for watching Deploy. Deploy. Log your saves, deployed.